is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to the webinar. Ron here at Ablesys. Take a look at the signals from today. You have the question box in front of you. If I could help with anything, and you know what? Let's just jump right in. So this is a Boeing chart because Abletrend works equally well for stocks, futures, Forex. It doesn't matter what you trade: day trading, swing trading, position trading. It works exactly the same. There's no difference in the accuracy. Just depends on whatever you like to do. You can see back here on the upper left corner, and what we're looking for is we're looking for the combination of both daily and weekly signal from Abletrend. So the weekly signal is the red cross or the red X. The daily is the red price bar. It has a little dot in the middle of it. That just means just the first red bar, meaning there's a trend change to the downside, a sell signal, because red is sell, blue is buy with Abletrend. Green just means sideways. So we've got a red X and a red dot and a red price bar and here's importantly a small red dot. So it's triple confirmation to sell it back in February. You know, we all know what happened. So everybody using Abletrend back then sells it at, you know, again, you have to just be disciplined and not trade on emotions. And that's the hardest part. Believe me, I totally know what that is. The hardest part is just to, you know, follow the signals and be very disciplined. You know, so you sell it at, you know, 320. I mean, you know, the stops go with the second higher row of red dots, second higher row. So we're stopped out right there, because there's where it went above the red dots, and we'd be stopped out at 145. I mean, that's big money. See, as long as you've got these red dots here, it means stay in the trade, stay short, you're safe. Now, where are we going to buy it? Well, we're going to buy it when we get the first blue X. There's the blue bar. See, the buy signal on the daily came in a little early. You know, came in a little early. Obviously, the daily is 5 times faster than the weekly, because you only get, you know, weekly is 5 trading days in 1 week. So we won't buy it here. This is a no trade zone. A couple of days later, we will at 140, about 150. And again, first just look for the crosses. And it's the same thing if we're looking at a mini S&P chart. It's the same thing, whether we're day trading, end of day, it's the same thing. So we got a red X, meaning the higher time frame says we're going long. Buy signal on the higher time frame, buy signal on the shorter time frame, the little dot, and then the bar is blue, not green, which would mean neutral. Well, that's the perfect time to get in right there. We call that triple confirmation at around 150. I call it 155. This was 1 week ago. Everybody who has Abletrend who used our signal on Boeing bought at 155. You're at 216 today. That's big money in 1 week. This is a swing trading chart. That was a daily weekly. This is a 2-hour. We use 130 minutes and daily, because it goes into the day exactly 3 times. Between the dash lines is 1 day, so I get 3 price bars per day. So anybody using Abletrend on the you know, swing trading Apple obviously had a, you know, huge move back here. I mean, that's a monster move. But then we're going to get long. The last signal that was given, and traders would still be in that, is right there. First, there's the blue daily cross or X, and there's the weekly, and there's the day, the 130 minutes. So again, we're just looking for the first time you get a blue X and a blue bar. See, had red before that. So the first time we get blue, just goes blue, green, red, blue, green, red. You know, it just goes back and forth. So again, as long as you stay above the blue dots, you're safe. Now, being that the market's in such a strong uptrend, these are great places to buy. Right at the dot, add to your position, or if you missed the trade, you could get in. I know the bar is green, and I would never say to get in green, but when you're in such a strong uptrend, and this is more for a longer term chart, when you're in such a strong uptrend, it's a little more risk to get in green. It's much safer to get in on blue. But if you want to be a little more risky, you can get in on a green as soon as just put a limit order as soon as the price hits the blue dot. Every time you would have been a winner. 3 times here, twice there. I mean, you're in at like 320. We're at 343 in 2 weeks. It's a lot of money, especially if you're an option trader trading calls. That's big time now. There's a lot of money on these charts. Just have to take the signals. That's the hard part. The software can't make the trade for me or you. It just has to, you or I we have to make the trade. The software is separate from your broker. You make the trade. And it's been nothing short of pretty fantastic for 15 years now, especially the past couple of years, and double especially, if there's such a word, the past, this year. There's going to be losing trades. I'll guarantee you that. There are going to be losing trades. There's risk in trading. It's not for everybody. And I guarantee you there'll be losing trades. So I want to make that clear. I definitely would never want to mislead anyone or paint any unrealistic expectations. Steve, there's no scanner to find triple confirmation because there's just too much programming and there's too many calculations going on. And there's, we have a couple of rules, simple rules that we follow. So that can't be done. However, yes, there is a scanner for just the one signal. In other words, the daily signal. That's called WinTick. And it's used for daily charts, not for intraday. There's 10,000 stocks. It would just be endless to put our indicator on top of 10,000 stocks every 130 minutes. But yes, for the daily chart, you do have that. And all you have to do, there was only 2 of them on the list last night. Sometimes there's 10, 20, could be 1 or 2. All you have to do is just put those into a daily, weekly guidance chart, like I showed you here. And for example, one of them on the list was CNX. I'll give you a little inside information here. CNX is right there. All I did was type CNX on the chart. Oh, sorry, daily, weekly chart. There we go. CNX. I click on one frame, not one chart, one frame. There you go. You've got a new buy signal that came in today. At the open today is where we would prefer to get in, or in the morning. So we'd be in at $11.60. Well, by the end of the day, it was $11.94. So, already starting off the right way. There's the new blue bar, the new blue small dot, and there's the blue X. There's the first time what we would call triple confirmation. I just simply picked this up off of WinTick today, and right about this time now, you get a new batch of signals for tomorrow's trading. And this is for longer term trading. Daily, weekly charts, not for short-term trading. This would be for the longer term. We can scan 10,000 stocks on a daily chart using our indicator. So what we do is we then narrow down 10,000. We narrowed it down to 2 last night. All you have to do is just simply put it in a daily, weekly guidance chart like I just did. Took 5 seconds. All I did was type in the symbol and click one frame. Boom, up it pops, triple confirmation. Open today, we're buying it. Starting off a winner so far, but long way to go. We'll see. And I said, where would I put my stop? Second lower row of small blue dots right there, $10. So we're in at 11 and change. Stop at 10. See what happens. Up a few cents here so far today. On a down day, the market was down today. This is the intraday. Same rules, same colors and dots. Nothing changes. Very nice trading day today. Everybody using our Able Trend indicators, on today on the 1 minute, 3 minute NASDAQ chart. By the way, works just as well for mini NASDAQ as it does for S&P mini, ES. Russell's been a very, very good one the past couple of months, especially the past month. RTY, excellent signals on the 1 minute, 3 minute chart. So compare this to your trading. If you're in the room and you're new to Able Trend, or maybe, you had it and you're thinking about it, whatever, compare our trading today. Now, I always like your signals to our signals today. I always like to put a 15-minute chart up just to kind of get the direction. I just like looking at that. And as you can see today, before the open, the NASDAQ was on a buy signal. So what does that tell me? Tell me the buy signals are going to be strong today. That's all it tells me. It doesn't say don't take the sell signals. It just tells me the buy signals are going to last longer and they're going to be bigger winners on the buy side than on the sell side. Well, that makes sense. I also like to look at the 3 minute, 9 minute, which is a little closer look. And as you can see here, it was a very nice day. Again, using the software. But you got to be very disciplined. Not everybody is, and that's okay. You know, not everybody is very serious about their trading. Again, that's okay. People can do whatever they like. It's fine. But the software, I mean, it's a killer. So much so. Let me see if you're in the room here too. Yes, my friend Marco, who I spoke to earlier, said it best. You can't trade without it. He said it ought to be outlawed, this software. He's on a 1-1 trial. He said it ought to be illegal. I couldn't trade without it. Pretty cool. Nice to hear that once in a while. I certainly do. But again, sometimes it's user error. You know, we're all guilty of letting our emotions get in the way. But if you just trade by these very simple rules, you're going to do well. It's just a question of being there and doing it. Perfect example. There's the first trade of the day right there. There's the triple confirmation trade that we're looking for. I'm Eastern time, so it's 9:30 when the market opens. I mean, up and away we go. Sweet. Now, we use the 2 green bar stop after we're in at least 10 points profit. That's just what we like to use. You can use anything you like. That's what I suggest. Right there is your 2 green bar, 2 greens in a row. If you got blue bars, you would never think about leaving. Why get out to 10 points when the software is saying stay in it? We might get 30 or 40. Who knows? Nobody knows. Now, you usually get one really big trend a day, sometimes 2. You've got to catch that big trend because there's going to be losing trades. I've guaranteed it already the 3rd or 4th time I'm saying it. I mean, there's no trader in the world that hits 100% on no system. That's an impossibility. You've got to trade the charts. You've got to follow the rules. I guarantee you'll win over the long run. Again, there'll be losing trades, but over the long run, I can go over every chart. The signals never change once the bar closes, and we don't make the trade until the bar closes. This way, it's final. You can look back at it today, tomorrow, next year, or 50 years from today. It's never going to change. That'd be cheating if it did. So we're going to get long over here at 65. We've got our 2 green bar stop there. Very clear, very obvious. Nothing to think about. There's nothing subjective about AbleTrend. It's either yes, it's a trade, or no, it's not. Your signals are exactly the same as mine, unless you have TradeStation, then it's slightly different. And we're stopped out right there because it would blow through our stop. So we're out at 90. We're in at 65. Again, if you don't have AbleTrend today, compare your chart, your trading results to AbleTrend's trading results. See what did better. First trade of the day, we made 25 points. It's $500. It's $20 per contract. That's a great start to the day. That's only 1 lot. And I keep it very conservative, just assuming, just I keep the results at 1 lot. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate and take 5 or 10 lots, just 1. Our first trade of the day was great. Great start to the day. Okay, there's a next trade, right? Here's obviously a no trade zone. Look at this trade right here. Well, this could have been a sweet spot. I'd have to check the tick chart. If it's a sweet spot, and a sweet spot is a pullback back down to support, the blue dots, then the bars go from green back to blue again. And that would have been about a break-even trade. But right here, we got a perfect, I mean, clear cut right at about 10:18 Eastern, 7:18 Pacific. I mean, if the chart could talk, it would just be screaming at us because you couldn't get an easy AbleTrend trade. Nothing easy about trading, believe me. But if you're serious about your trading, which I assume you are, you're here in the room. Well, if you're serious about it and you like to day trade, I'll put this up against anything, any day of the week. And okay, so we got a long signal right there at 9,900. Very clear cut, very obvious. If you're looking at it live, this is what you see. Right there. Once you see, you have the X's all morning. I showed you the 15-minute chart, so the NASDAQ is clearly in an uptrend today. You've got the X's all morning on the 3-minute chart. There's your 1 minute. You're in. Stock goes 2 points below the bottom of that lower bar. Now, ideally, we'd like to put it a couple ticks under the blue dot, because the dot is a roadblock. It's hidden support. It stops the price from going lower. So we would love to have a roadblock in between the price at 98 and our stop at 78. That's 20 points. That's a little far for most people. So I agree with that. So I say just put your stop 2 points below the bottom of the bar. So our stop is at 87. We're in at 98. Oh, that's definitely very manageable. Let's see how we did. Going up, looking good. Now it's pulling back. It's okay. They say, there are 2 green bars. We're not 10 points profit. We couldn't care less. We don't want the 2 green bars. Look at the dots. Just stay above the dots. That's our safe zone. Everybody who doesn't have able trend would have got nervous. Oh, just pull back 10 points. I better get out. I'm almost back to even. Yeah, okay. You don't have able trend. Hello, you're going to get beat. You got no chance. Able trend says, don't even think about getting out. You've got support below. Don't get nervous. That's one of the reasons people love to suffer is they don't get so nervous. Trading is very nerve-wracking. I could guarantee you that. That's for sure. Believe me, I know. Okay. Well, now we're looking for 2 greens in a row. There's 2 greens right there. So we're going to put the stop. Now we're 10 points in profit. So now we're going to put the stop 2 points below the bottom of the green bar. Never even come close to hitting it. Kept on going like a rocket ship. Okay, how we do? Up there's 2 greens. Stop, go, and we're stopped out the very next bar. So we're stopped out at 41. We got in at 9,900. That's 41 points. Let's just say 40. That's 40 points on top of the 25 we made on the first trade of the day. Nothing tricky, nothing different. Just so like a trend clear. I don't know what more anybody could want. What more could anybody ask for? That's an $800 winner right there. Able trend gave to me, you, and everybody who simply uses it and has the I don't want to say guts, but because that's not the right word, but has the discipline, is the word, to take the trade. I mean, it couldn't get any clearer than triple confirmation. That's a really low risk trade. Take the trade. If you're a trader, if you're not an intraday trader, forget it. It's not for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. But if you do like the day trade, I'll put this up against anything else. It won't even be close. First 2 trades of the day, 40 and 25. We're up 65 points. Times $20 a point, it's $1,300. It's serious money. I don't care who you are. Losing trade here too. I go out. I want to make sure you see that they will be losing trades. This is not some magic thing that's never going to lose. Okay, we're going to lose on this trade right there. We're going to lose. I call it 10 points. It's a little less, but let's call it 10 points. Okay, so we're up 55 points. Obvious no trade zone. When there's red and blue vertically on the chart at the same time, that means don't do anything. It's a no trade zone. We're going to go short there. We're going to lose on that trade too. Let's call it 5 points. Let's call it 10. I like to exaggerate the losses. Exaggerate the losses? Nobody does that. I do that because it's about real trading. It's not about fake stuff. Buy signal there, it's about a break even. Buy signal there, that's a winning trade. We're winning about 10 points on that one. So we got back to 10 we lost on the other one. Buy signal there, that's about a 5-point winner. No trade here, obviously. Here's a very simple rule. We never buy if there's any red above the chart. Any red dot, red cross, anything red, we don't touch that trade. It's called a no trade zone. We never go short, like right here. We would never go short because there's blue. Anything blue below the price. Well, that's simple enough. Anybody could understand that. Short trade there. That's about, we got stopped out there. That's a break even. Actually, it was a winning trade because it looks like we got the, let's see, 10 points from here to here. It actually is about, it's not close enough. I'm going to call that a break-even trade. Might have been a winning trade. Let's call it just a break-even. And that's the end of the day. Oh, no, it isn't. There's a buy signal there. Small winner. Let's call it break-even. Losing trade right here because that's a clear-cut buy signal. We lost 10 points on that trade. And then we had, it was the end of the day, but we did have a winning trade toward the end of the day. I'm not even going to count that. Not even going to count that. Overall on the day, obviously quite a lot of money. You got to take all the trades because nobody knows before which one's going to be the winner. And you're not going to nail this exactly perfect either. It's impossible. You can maybe get in a little late, get out a little late. We always do market orders. But, either way, it's still obviously a very, very big winning day, no matter how you slice it. So, now, again, compare that to your trading today. If you don't use AbleTrade, maybe you're new in the room, and see what you think. I mean, if you made more than $1,000 per lot per one contract, then you did better. But if you didn't, well, if you had AbleTrade, obviously, and you followed and you took all the trades, well, obviously you would have, because these are exact trades, the exact minute of the day. Nothing changes. Michael Z wants to look at the 219 bar. 219 is right about in here. 219 right there, the buy signal. Yeah, looks like a buy signal right there. So, yeah, that's the buy signal right there. So not sure what you mean there, Michael. Abrar says, can you show gold and crude? Sorry, can't. I don't have that set up, but the software works exactly the same. I mean, this could be a crude chart or a gold chart. Everything would be the same. There's no difference in that. Yeah, Michael, as you know, we've gone over that many times. If the signal is if the 3-minute signal isn't finished, then you have to, the bar has to close either below the blue X to go short or above the red X to go long, because as you know. So yeah, just use that. Just closing above or below the 3-minute support or resistance is where you would either take or not take the trade. Michael said he made 73 points today. Excellent. Well done, my friend. Excellent. Love to hear that. Good job. And obviously, when that 15-minute chart, like I showed you earlier, I like that as a guidance chart. Just to kind of get an overall picture. If that's in an uptrend and you're looking to scalp the market, getting in at the dots, and I'm talking just scalp, just you're in and out in a couple of minutes, that kind of, you're looking for you got a bunch of contracts, you're just looking to make, a couple of points, get in on the blue, right at the dots. So often the price goes right down to the dot, bounces off of it, and goes back up, kind of like you're throwing a ball right against a wall. Those are good places to get in long. Here, this would have been a losing trade here, but you got 2 winners in a row, 3 winners, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners right here. If you like to scalp, and not everybody's like that, just wants to be in and out of the trade in a minute, load up on contracts, those are good places to get in, right at the dots, especially when everything is long. You've got the 3-minute, 9-minute long. You've got the 1-minute, 3-minute long. You've got the 15-minute long. I mean, you got a lot of odds piled in your favor. So that's the way that you'd want to scalp if you're that type of trader. Everybody's different. Doesn't matter. Appleton's got everybody covered. Whatever you like to do. There's no right or wrong answer way to trade. You can just trade however you like, whatever you're most comfortable with. Good stuff here. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for being here. Looks like I got to everybody's question. Okay, great. Thanks for being here, everyone. Michael says, board at the 3-minute support at the 10:15. 10:15. Oh, a 3-minute support right in here. Yeah, okay, yeah, because the 3-minute, 9-minute chart, the 3-9 chart, that was a beautiful place to get in. Some people like to use a 3-minute, 9-minute chart. The whole point is just stick with whatever you're using. A 3-9 chart has been nothing short of fantastic the last couple of months, not days, months. I mean, look at this chart. You'd be in right here at the open. You're out over here. How'd you do on that trade? You made 60 points. No, I'm sorry, 80 points. 80 times 20, 1,600. Never once went under the blue dots. Every time it would hit the dot, it would bounce off it and go back up again. Another buy signal would come in there. How'd it do? Look, every time it hits the blue dot, bounces off and it went higher. Did it again there, twice there. Great places to scalp, short-term, very short-term trades. Or if you just like to use a 3-9 chart, great, use it. You'll get less trades now, and you get much bigger winners. But you'll have bigger losers when the losers come in, because your stop losses will be 20 or more points away. So you're going to have bigger stop losses, meaning you'll have bigger losses when you lose, but much, much bigger winners when you win. Everybody has different styles. Some people don't like to trade that much in and out. Great, use the 3-minute, 9-minute chart. Works great. And it's the same thing with ES, NQ, RTY. The Russell RTY has been super profitable using Able Trend the past couple of weeks. Just depends, whatever you like. There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody has different likes and dislikes. Everybody has different risk tolerance. Some people can't take any drawdowns. Some people don't matter at all. They don't want to trade, make an in, out all day. They like to make their trade, sit back, give it time to go up and down. It's going to go up. It's going to draw down. Even going to go up against you sometime. No worries. As long as you're above the blue dots and you follow the software, you're safe. So this is what we do. This is what we've been here over 20 years with over 20,000 clients now. Nobody bought it until they tried it for 1 month first. So you see what you think. I'm always glad to help. Thanks for being here and have a great night.